Hachette Audio presents Saturday Night, Sunday Morning, Staying True to Myself from the Pews to the Stage. Written and read by P.J. Morton. With a foreword written and read by Ernie Johnson, Jr.
Forward. For 35 years now, I've been hosting a show on TNT called Inside the NBA, sharing the screen with Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. A centerpiece of our coverage every season is the NBA's All-Star Weekend. And for a couple of decades now, one of the events of that weekend is something I've been honored to MC. It's called the Legends Brunch, where some of the game's brightest stars are saluted. Others, who have passed in the previous year, are likewise remembered in what is always a sobering, heartfelt few minutes. That's how I first met P.J. Morton. New Orleans was hosting All-Star Weekend in 2017. The producer of the Legends Brunch, George DeFotis, and I were going over the run of show a couple hours beforehand. When we got to the in memoriam portion of the rundown, he said, P.J. Morton will be singing as we show images of those we've lost in the past year. Now, I'll be honest here, I didn't know who P.J. was. But George said, he plays keyboards for Maroon 5. Now look, I know who Maroon 5 is. In fact, I had taken my daughter Carmen to one of their concerts outside Atlanta. Every now and then I have the capability of being a cool dad, and going to a Maroon 5 show, at least in my estimation, qualified. I just didn't know the band members. But after what I heard that day in New Orleans, when PJ took the stage, I knew I would never forget him. I introduced the segment and glanced to my right where a spotlight in the darkened ballroom shone on PJ at his keyboard. As massive video screens displayed photos and archive footage of former NBA players, he delivered an absolutely heart-rending yet uplifting version of Donny Hathaway's A Song for You. It was perfect, from first note to last. 1,000 or so NBA fans sat in reverential silence, riveted. I took the stage after that performance speechless, which is never a good thing to be when you're expected to introduce the next segment. I managed to do that, and then rushed backstage, hoping to catch PJ before he left, just to let him know how powerful his performance had been. We had a chance to speak for a few minutes, take a quick photo. A few months later, we arranged for PJ and his band to come to the TNT studios on a game night.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?